Shadow of the Depth is an early access top-down dungeon crawler which sees us guide a hero through various levels, taking down numerous monsters and bosses while gradually gaining more power through weapons, runes and talents. After multiple failed, numerous also, and one especially hard failed attempt, no, I think I just broke the game, I can tell you if Shadow of the Depth is a real fun or a refund. With at first simple looking attacks, a dodging ability, passive and active skills, we weave our way through randomly generated corridors filled with creatively designed enemies with one of currently 5 heroes. Each character's abilities depend on their currently equipped weapon we get from random chests, buy them in floating shops, or after finishing a boss fight. The active skills of our heroes allow for fluid changes in our game style during an ongoing run, since, for example, one katana of the hero Ginzo lets us use a slashing skill, while a completely different katana sends out cyclones hitting incoming enemies. These active skills are accompanied by the basic attacks each hero has, which only slightly change with the equipped weapon, seeing the mage Stephanie, aka the fan service, redhead, throwing fireballs instead of lightning strikes. While the skills are determined by the weapons, the basic attacks are far more depending on the player's skill of performing different combos. Hitting the attack button quickly in a row performs one combo, while pausing in the middle of an attack spree sees the actions change, allowing us to adjust our combat style to the enemies. Next to these combo attacks, each hero further has a weapon non-specific ability as well, like a block, parry or a mana generating spell, regaining the valuable resource required for the different skills. Each hero can further pick up a weapon of another character, which results in the unlocking of one further skill taken from the specific hero. The combos and various other boons can be unlocked by the rather boring looking talent sheet, but more on the meta progression later. First, we should finish the topic of weapons, since it is the bread and butter of our gameplay. They not only change our fighting style with skills, but further can provide passive boons, heavily changing our ongoing run. Some flat out increase specific combo attacks or make the arrows of the Huntress Phyllis explode, while others see us send out lightning bolts or restore our mana by successfully parrying attacks. These skills can, however, also be obtained by picking up skill books, which not only have helpful passives for us in store, but also allow us to unlock a powerful ultimate ability devastating our enemies. Each of these obtainable skills can be further enhanced via upgrading books we seldomly find in the dungeon. One item we find far more often are health and mana potions dropped by our enemies, which let us refill both resources. This replenishment of health is especially crucial, since we otherwise only get to obtain health by visiting a statue right before a boss encounter. The statue is placed in the resting room, which is also furnished with an upgrading shrine and a rune merchant. Both require diamonds to buy upgrades or purchase new runes, which also can randomly drop during a run. These runes are split into 3 types, and each hero can equip one of each type, increasing their movement speed, defenses or specific combos, to name a few examples. As mentioned, these combos can be found in the talent sheet, where we can unlock further buffs and upgrades like more chest drops or healing statues outside of the resting area. The required talent points as well as the diamonds and some runes are unlocked by leveling up our overall progress. The further we move along during our session, the more XP we accumulate, resulting in level ups and new stuff to fiddle around with. Well, that sounds wrong. The overall difficulty is one thing I take an issue with, since after 7 hours of focused game time I still haven't even encountered all bosses, which definitely is the game's fault, since I am really good at damn it! Nonetheless, for the much better players, the game has a higher difficulty as well, including negative status effects and empowered enemies, but that is not for me and my grandpa reflexes. With the fun and incredibly quick combat system, the intense boss fights and the clever weapon system, changing and filling every run with tons of replayability, it gets dragged down a bit by the direct top-down view, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and the already mentioned difficulty level. Regardless of that, Shadow of the Depth is still a real fun and shows great potential. Would you agree with my verdict? Let me know in the comments and don't forget to dust off your desk once in a while.